very good morning to all of you. Ladies and gentlemen, it is our pleasure to warmly welcome you to the market opening ceremony today in celebration of the debut trading of hSenid Business Solutions Limited. The shares of the hSenid Business Solutions Limited would be listed on the main board of the Colombo Stock Exchange and will be classified under the application software sector. What makes this occasion even more special is that hSenid is the first company to be listed representing the application software sector on the CSE. With over 24 years of experience, hSenid Business Solutions Limited strives to keep up as an indigenous multinational taking care of over 1 million users of over 1,300 organizations across 20 industries in 40 countries, while also operating from 6 countries. hSenid specializes not only in HRIS, but also caters to a wide spectrum of human resource needs with human resource outsourcing and employee tracking solutions and access control. hSenid's initial public offering opened on the 3rd of December 2021 and was oversubscribed in a matter of hours by 13.5 times, receiving over 9.3 billion rupees worth of applications from 10,602 applicants for a total subscription of 745,014,900 shares. So, ladies and gentlemen, as we congratulate this company on a successful IPO, we also thank you all for joining us today to celebrate this momentous occasion. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to commence the proceedings this morning as we present to you the official corporate videos of the Colombo Stock Exchange and hSenid Business Solutions Limited.
Banking on the entrepreneurial spirit of the Sri Lankan people, the Colombo Stock Exchange builds on a share trading tradition that has existed in Sri Lanka for over a century. The business of share trading that commenced with plantation companies in 1896 continues to thrive today as a matured and vibrant stock market that mobilizes capital flows of over 300 billion rupees a year.
After 35 years of the stock exchange, we have leveraged on the combined experience and expertise of the industry to leapfrog on multiple fronts. As we look towards a possible re-rating of the market upwards, what is on the cards are major infrastructure developments, new product introductions, widening of the investor base, building a sustainable business model, and most importantly, working with the government and the regulator to position the CSE as a pivotal point for capital raising.
The CSE in its present form began in 1985 when the Colombo Securities Exchange Guarantee Limited was incorporated as a company limited by guarantee formed by 7 stockbroker firms. Today, as the operator of the stock market in Sri Lanka, we offer state-of-the-art pre-trade, trade and post-trade platforms. Our stakeholder base also includes the regulator, the Securities and Exchange Commission of Sri Lanka, 285 companies, over 700,000 local and foreign institutional and individual investors, 150 members of staff of the stock exchange, and other market intermediaries who go and make up the ecosystem of the Sri Lankan capital market.
Stock exchange operations around the globe have evolved significantly over the past 35 years, and so has the CSE. Our trading operations, which started with an open outcry system and investors visiting the public trading floor, today is delivered through a state-of-the-art multi-asset class automated trading system and a central depository system. To mark its 35th anniversary year, CSE has engaged in a drive to digitalize all stakeholder touchpoints in the stock market, enabling end-to-end connectivity electronically.
CSE over the years have invested in technology because we understand A robust, secure, and cutting-edge technology is the backbone of a modern exchange. Today, our IT systems and infrastructure supports a sustainable business model by securing processing transactions, generating accurate and real-time market data, and offering speedy, convenient, reliable access to the market users. We have also focused strengthening our information and cybersecurity and building internal capabilities to support the market-wide digitization strategy.
Establishing regulatory readiness to navigate through a Sri Lankan business landscape that has changed substantially since CSE was first established has been a material focus.
Regulation must evolve to support the development plan or the development strategy of the exchange, and that is something that we have always followed. Compared to the inception of the Colombo Stock Exchange 35 years ago, we have been able to transform our listing framework to make it really attractive for issuers to come and raise capital by listing their securities through the Colombo Stock Exchange. And for this purpose, we have been able to diversify our listing platforms and listing boards, giving them various listing options to benefit. In terms of overall regulation, our focus has always been investor protection, creating and maintaining a fair and orderly market, and also facilitating capital formation.
As we celebrate 35 years, the CSE has taken decisive steps to diversify from a single product market to one that offers multiple products. Real estate investment trusts, the creation of an OTC market for repos on corporate debt, trading of gold products, and stock borrowing and lending are already in the process of being introduced. On the regulatory and governance fronts, the new SEC Act, we believe, will be an important development covering regulatory changes required to continue to safeguard investor rights.
The investor base in the Sri Lankan stock market has grown steadily over the last 35 years, and measures taken by CSE to increase the retail investor base and foreign investment fund flows rapidly to create a vibrant securities market have been focused and consistent. We have used multiple strategies to attract local and foreign investors. End-to-end digitalization is helping us to widen the local investor base. The Invest Sri Lanka series has been effective in taking the message of our stock market and opportunities globally, and in attracting foreign fund flows into the country. As we look ahead, CSE envisions to play a competitive role and be among the leading regional markets, harnessing our key strengths of the established infrastructure and the reputation built over 35 years.
Over the last 35 years, we have evolved, we have changed, we have developed. But one thing that remains unchanged is our focus on maintaining the integrity and the quality of the market.
We will continue our journey towards success, and we value our stakeholders whose confidence in us stood unaltered. I would like to recognize the role played by our listed companies, our investors, and all market intermediaries who placed confidence in the CSE over the past 35 years. I also recognize the untiring efforts of board members, present and past, as well as the CSE staff, including those who served previously.
Colombo Stock Exchange, a transformative past, a vibrant future.
hSenid Business Solutions looks after the most important aspect of any business, its people. Over 1 million users in over 1,300 organizations across 20 industries in 40 plus countries trust our HR solutions as we empower people all over the world. hSenid Business Solutions, empowering people the world over.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to now invite Mr. Rajiva Bandaranaike, the Chief Executive Officer of the Colombo Stock Exchange, to deliver the welcoming remarks of the ceremony.
On behalf of the Colombo Stock Exchange, I have great pleasure in welcoming you all today to this bell ringing ceremony, which is the traditional manner in which we welcome a company as a listed company. So today, we celebrate the listing of hSenid
Business Solutions Limited. I'd like to recognize our special guest today, and it's with great pleasure that I extend a very warm welcome to our esteemed guest, the Secretary to the Ministry of Technology, Mr. Jayantha De Silva, and I would like to take this opportunity to appreciate and thank this exceptional individual for helping us with our digitization drive. I think if not for his intervention, we probably would not have had the success that we had in digitizing the industry. So let me take this opportunity, Mr. De Silva, to thank you very sincerely for all what you did to enable our digitization drive. Then we also have the honor of the chairman of the ICTA and the Director General of the Telecommunications Regulatory Commission with us today, Mr. Oshada Senanayaka, the founder and chairman of hSenid Business Solutions, Mr. Dinesh Sapramadu, the Chief Executive Officer, Mr. Sampath Jayasundara, and the management team at hSenid, CSE Director, Mr. Jayantha Fernando, our Chief Regulatory Officer, Mr. Renuka Vijayawardana, and the CSE management, the CEO of NDB Investment Bank, Mr. Darshana Pereira, and his team, and also the CEO of CTLA, Mr. Zakir Muhammad Ali, and the team at CTCLA. Today, as I said, is a special day because this is the first enterprise software company that is to list on the stock exchange. We are indeed happy that the stock exchange has been able to attract a technology company, and I would like to congratulate the investment bankers in this connection. The company is global in nature, specializing in HR solutions, and a track record of over 24 years, as we saw in the video. So we are talking about a well-established company and an entrepreneur of good repute. You would no doubt agree that nurturing and elevating service providers in the IT BPM industry is of significant importance for the future growth of our economy, and public markets, I believe, play a key role in this process. Stock markets, as you would be aware, play and is a place where wealth is created. Today, if you observe the Colombo stock market, you will see how shareholders of companies that listed throughout this year have created wealth for themselves through capital gains. This, I believe, is the hallmark of a well-functioning market. So if we turn our attention to the IPO, we see that the attention and interest it received from the investing public for the IPO was overwhelming. And this came not only from local investors, but very importantly, from foreign investors as well. Recently, we also had a foreign investor, in fact, making a complaint that he did not get enough shares. So that's probably a happy position that we are in today. This is also a clear indication that the market has an appetite for good IT companies. And I am sure that the success of this IPO will encourage many other companies in the sector to follow suit. By entering the space of a public market, your company also has the unique opportunity now to further elevate its status, as a listing will offer you that level of transparency, accountability, and also good governance. I would also like to touch very briefly on the success of the capital raising function of our market. As of November this year, we have facilitated the raising of 118 billion through 35 new issuances in debt and equity, including rights issues and private placements. A sum of 8.7 billion via 9 equity listings have been raised so far this year, and this incidentally is the highest capital raise in terms of equity listings for the last 10 years. I would like to close by congratulating hSenid Business Solutions on the success of the IPO and for this progressive step that the company has taken. The CSE stands ready to partner your journey of growth. We wish you all success. Thank you, and we wish you a very good morning.
Thank you, Mr. Bandaranaike. May I now kindly invite Mr. Dinesh Sapramadhu, the founder and chairman of hSenid Business Solutions Limited, on stage to share the remarks of this ceremony.
Ayubowan, good morning. Secretary to the Ministry of Technology, Jayantha De Silva, ICTA Chairman, Oshada Sananaika, CAC Board Director, Jayantha Fernando, and also the CAC CEO, Rajiva Bandaranaike, and also the CAC members, the investment bankers for the hSenid Business Solutions, IPO, NDBIB, and CTCSL team, directors and CEO of hSenid Business Solutions, a warm welcome. And it's also, I was thinking about this while coming here, it's a historic day for hSenid Group, as hSenid Business Solutions is the first company in the hSenid Group to be listed in the Colombo Stock Exchange. It is also a historic moment for the IT industry in Sri Lanka. I am a strong believer that IT is the silver bullet for Sri Lanka for us to have a double-digit growth in the next 3 to 5 years. It is not a long way. As an economy size of $85 billion, IT industry today stands at about 1.7 billion. But our vision of SLASCOM is to become a $5 billion industry by 2025. For that vision to get fusion, we need to build a product companies. And I hope our IPO today would inspire other IT companies to come to the stock exchange to raise funds to be able to expand their business and go to international markets in the years to come. I'm going to take this opportunity again to thank the CSC and the SEC staff for working very closely with our investment bankers to get this IPO streamlined and to have it available in a timely manner. Especially for NDBIB and CTCSL team, I was always thinking that it was only the IT companies that actually worked till about 10, 11 in the night or over the weekends. But during the last couple of months, we would get calls, we would get approvals and conversations going till late in the evenings or even on the weekends. That is mainly showed the professionalism that all these teams put together to create this IPO today. So again, I would like to thank each and every one of you who actually helped in bringing this IPO to fusion. Last but not least, I want to place record the public that kept their trust in hSenid Business Solutions IPO is overwhelming. And I'm humbled and honored to be able to take that trust that they kept on us and to deliver what we have put in our prospectus. So after today, I've told Sampath and the team that we will actually run the business, let the stock reflect on what it is, but we will go back to our own business and being able to run. And within the next couple of years, we should be able to be very proud that we actually stood up today and did this IPO. And I'd like to thank all of you to being here and supporting us over the years. And thank you very much and have a good day.
Thank you very much, Mr. Sapramadhu. Ladies and gentlemen, as we have a little bit of time to open the market for today, let me tell you all a little bit about market opening ceremonies across the world and the practice here at the Colombo Stock Exchange. Now, traditionally, the opening and closing of markets in stock exchanges around the world are announced to traders and the public in general by ringing a bell symbolically at the relevant opening and closing times. Such symbolic announcements are turned into iconic events by leading stock exchanges such as the New York Stock Exchange, NASDAQ, the London Stock Exchange, the Tokyo Stock Exchange, and so on. Over the years, the Colombo Stock Exchange has also joined in on this tradition to use the bell ringing ceremony as a platform for publicity, as we have witnessed today. Like today, market opening ceremonies are organized as a platform for listed companies to celebrate important corporate and capital market milestones. Market opening ceremonies are also used as a call to action for many causes and developments that are significant to our business community, economy, and society at large. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, it is now time to open the market for today. And in order to do the honors, I kindly invite onto the podium the following people. Mr. Dinesh Sapramadhu, the founder and chairman of hSenid Business Solutions Limited, Mr. Sampath Jayasundara, the chief executive officer of hSenid Business Solutions Limited, Mr. Oshada Senanayaka, the chairman of the ICTA and the director general at Telecommunications Regulatory Commission of Sri Lanka, Mr. Jayantha De Silva, the Secretary to the Ministry of Technology of the Government of Sri Lanka, Mr. Raveen Lasat, the Head of Finance of hSenid Business Solutions Limited, Ms. Vichalya Vijaysurya, the Head of Marketing and Communications at hSenid Business Solutions Limited, Mr. Jayantha Fernando, the Director of the Colombo Stock Exchange, Mr. Rajiva Bandaranaike, the CEO of the Colombo Stock Exchange, and Mr. Renuka Vijayawardena, the Chief Regulatory Officer of the Colombo Stock Exchange. Gentlemen, may I kindly invite the Director of the Colombo Stock Exchange, Mr. Jayantha Fernando, the CEO of the Colombo Stock Exchange, Mr. Rajiva Bandaranaike, to present the listing certificate and a token of appreciation to the founder and chairman of hSenid Business Solutions, Mr. Dinesh Sapramadhu, and Chief Executive Officer of hSenid Business Solutions Limited, Mrs. Sampath Jayasundara, to accept the token of appreciation and the listing certificate. Ladies and gentlemen, with that, we have come to the end of today's market opening ceremony, organized to celebrate the listing of the hSenid Business Solutions Limited shares on the Colombo Stock Exchange. And with that, I would like to thank all our distinguished guests for their valuable support, time, and ardent participation. Let me also remind you that we have some refreshments arranged just for your pleasure at the CSE Auditorium. And with that, I wish you all a pleasant day and have a very happy New Year in advance. Thank you.